皆さん、映画のそーたです。
And I'm Reilly.
Hey Riley, listening to the previous episode, while editing, like I noticed that I should have said that we have no preparation for what we are going to say at the event. So when I was editing, I felt like it sounded really weird because I have been preparing a lot, like making name cards or websites for sign up or like a dinner party, where should I do it? Or I'm always mentally ready for it. And then, Riley too, you are mentally ready for what you're gonna ask or something like that. So, I should have said, we have no script. That's what I want to say.
Right, yeah. Of course we prepare, but we don't have a script. Yeah.
So I didn't want to make it sound, differently. Sound different. So, I just wanted to add that comment in this episode. Yeah, that's why you were telling me that that's an exaggerating word, so thanks for adding that comment.
Sure.
はい、皆さん、僕ね、前回のエピソードを聞き直してた時に、このサウンドチェックの時に、いやなんかこれ誤解が生じると思って、日本語の部分は全然大丈夫だったんですけど、ちゃんとその意図通りに言えてたんですけど、英語だけ聞いたら、そう僕たちはねイベントのために何も準備してないのでみたいな風に No preparation って言っていて、いや違うそうじゃないってなって、ちょっとこれは訂正したいなと思って今話してました。そう僕が言いたかったのは No preparation for what we are going to say, which is、we have no script っていう何を言うかとかどういう進行にするかっていうところをあえて決めてないっていうスクリプトに対してスクリプトを決めずに、この収録もそうですしイベントもそうプリペレーションとかはないんです、事前の打ち合わせはないんですみたいなことを言いたかったんですけど、そうノープリペレーションって言うと、いや僕ネームカードを今年もね作るためにどんなデザインにしようかなとかデザイナーさんと話したりとか、そうウェブサイトのそうメイキング準備とか、そう SNS でどう皆さんに伝えるかなとかずっと考えてるのに、これはちょっと違うなと思ったのと、そう変な風に響いてはいけないなと思ったので、そこだけすいませんが、ちょっと皆さんからしたらどうでもいいかもしれないんですけど、僕からするとこれは大事なことだったのでちょっと足しておきたいなと思います。はい、なのでイベントをね、もしご興味ありましたら概要欄のリンクとか、あるいは英語のそうたイベントとかで調べてもらうと出てくるかなと思いますので、お会いできる方楽しみにしております。So Riley, are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be your favorite episode because you like Takaichi-san, right?
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about her.
Okay. Yes, そうたと
Riley の
台本なし英会話レッスン
Episode 333.
All right, what is the topic for episode 333, Riley?
It's how is Takaichi's English?
はい、今回のお題は高市早苗首相の、英語はネイティブにどう聞こえるのかです。はい、今回はですね、リクエストいただいてまして、ちょっと読ませていただきますね。ソータさんいつもお世話になっております。こちらこそお世話になっております。結論から言うと、発音が悪くても自分の思いを人前で伝えるべきなのかということです。先日、マレーシアに高市さんが来られて、ASEAN の会議に出席されました。その時の英語でのスピーチが私の周りの日本人のコミュニティや X の中でも物議を醸していて、すごくモヤモヤしたのです。内容的には、高市さんの英語の発音が悪くて、こんな恥ずかしい姿を世界に見せるのであれば、通訳者を入れてちゃんとやればいいのにとか、英語でペラペラとちゃんと発言してすごいという誰かの発言に対しても、これで英語ペラペラとかおかしいとか、たくさんの批判的なコメントがありました。もちろんいいコメントもたくさんありましたが、私は総理大臣になってすぐなのに海外に行き、各国の代表の前で英語でスピーチをすること自体本当にすごいことだと思ったし、それが日本初の女性の総理大臣だということにとても誇りを持ちました。一方で確かに発音をソータさんから学んでいる身としては、ごめんなさい、ここ今入れるか入れないか迷ったんですけど、そう、レッスンね、受講してくださってる方がリクエストをくださったんですよ。もうちょっと発音の練習したらよかったのになとか思うところはありました。ただそれ以上に本当にすごいことをやり遂げていると思うし、きっと原稿も自分の言葉で作られたんでしょうし、自分の言葉で思いを伝えなかったからこそ通訳を入れなかったんじゃないかなと感じました。ちょっとまだ続きますよ。コメントを見てると批判している人は日本人ばかりで、海外の人は見た時にどう思うんだろうというのを知りたいなと思いました。ライリーなどのネイティブの人が見た時にどう思うのか、 発音が悪いということに注目してしまうのか、私と同じようにすごいなと思うのか、いろいろ話してほしいですということです。で、コメントはまだ続いてるんですけど、そう、ここまで読ませていただければ、すべてカバーできてるかなと思いますので、Yes. Really, did you understand the Japanese request?
Some of it, I think. Yeah. I mean, like
Mhm.
talking about, yeah, basically Takaichi's English and how it was viral, I guess, on Twitter, right? And
Yeah,
people were discussing, arguing maybe if she's good. Well, that she's not very good, but also maybe it's whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Some.
And her point is, especially Japanese people tend to point out other people's English or pronunciation, and especially Japanese are really sensitive to, um, pronunciation when someone is speaking English. And she is actually living in Malaysia now.
Okay.
Then, yeah, she is proud of her English, but at the same time, she is practicing pronunciation. So she also thought, yeah, maybe she could have studied or practiced more, but at the same time, it's okay. So her main question is when native speakers like Riley listen to her English, how does it sound or what is the first impression? Like, do you feel like, oh, her pronunciation is not really good, so it's hard to listen, or you don't care, or you don't even notice those not really good pronunciation, and then you're just concentrated on what she is talking about. She wants to know that kind of point. Yes, I
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Yes, そうだと、来の話から yes. Okay, then what do you think? How was your first impression?
Um, yeah, I mean, she sounds kind of like the stereotypical Japanese person speaking English, to be honest.
Mm,
Like
mm, mm, mm.
she makes kind of all of the stereotypical I guess you could say mistakes. That's a little bit harsh, but you know, the
Mm.
kind of English sounds that are difficult for a lot of Japanese speakers are yeah, she says those sounds in a Japanese way, I guess you could say.
Um, okay.
So,
And
so like, you know,
mm,
R and L, uh, wood. She has trouble saying wood, which I think is pretty common, right? A lot of people have difficulty with that W sound before oo,
mm, mm,
and then the V as well, I noticed, is difficult for her.
mm. Okay, then honestly, when you listen to her pronunciation first, you felt like, oh, her pronunciation is not really good. You felt that way, or although you were feeling like that, you just focused on what she was talking about.
Um, well, to be honest, you sent me the video saying how is her English pronunciation, so I was thinking
Mm,
about how the pronunciation was. If I had just watched that, you know,
mm.
video on the news or whatever, um, yeah, you know what? To be honest, I think I would have noticed that her pronunciation is not very good.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you would have.
I would have, yes.
Mm. That's the reality, guys. なるほど。harsh. 厳しいですね。はい。
Sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but
I
yeah.
know. はい。ちょっと訳させていただきましょうか。そう、前回も言いましたように、この番組は、no preparation ですから、for the script に対して、そう、ライリーにも、あえてどう言うのかなっていうのを聞かずに、この習得にも入ったんですけど、事前に動画だけは送っていて、そう、なので一回皆さんにもその音声聞いていただこうと思います。では、一回ちょっとかけますね。I'll play, that part, just a little bit, so please listen.
And the government of Malaysia for their effort and warm welcome at the ASEAN chair. My gratitude go to Prime Minister Wong of Singapore as well for his kind cooperation as the country coordinator for ASEAN Japan. I would also like to congratulate Prime Minister Guzman on Timor-Leste's official accession to ASEAN. It is an honor for me to meet you as leaders on my first foreign visit as Prime Minister of Japan. Japan and ASEAN have built a relationship as trusted partners with heart-to-heart connections through long-standing cooperation in the wide range of areas.
どうでした？聞き取れました？で、そう、ライリーにこれをね、最初聞いててもらったんですよ。で、僕、今聞いて、そっか、もっと違う聞き方すればよかったのかなと思ったんですけど、LINE で、そう、彼女の英語どう思いますかっていうトピックでやりたいので、これを聞いてっていう風に、送ったので、ライリーが、もう、それ見た時点で、彼女の発音にすごい意識をしてしまったと。でも、仮に、意識してって言われてなかったとして、普通に流れてきて見てたとしても、やっぱりちょっと発音の部分にはこう気づくというか、引っかかってしまうところは、あったと思う、正直なことを言うとという回答でした。そう、harsh、タイピングしてもらいましょうかね。厳
Sure.
しい、これが現実でございますが、皆さん。やっぱり発音というものはね、やっぱりネイティブからすると、そういうふうに聞こえてしまうこともあるんでしょうね。で、さっき言ってた、stereotypical って言ってましたけども、ステレオタイプの形容詞形ですね。あの、こう、ステレオタイプ的な、典型的な日本人らしさと思ってしまいがちな、アクセントであったりもしたということでしたね。そう、なので、本当はね、こう、いや、発音なんて気にしなくていいよ、みんな伝わるからとかね、ネットにも、いろんなコメントあると思うんですけど、ね、発音なんて、ネイティブには伝わるから大丈夫みたいな風な方が、なんかね、ポジティブに聞こえて、いいエピソードだったとかになるかもしれないんですけど、そう、現実としては、やっぱりそこは気になってしまうのは気になってしまうということですよね。でも、ここからちょっとポジティブに変えていきたいなと思うんですけれども、yeah, I also think, in my opinion, before
Mm.
asking you this question, I was also thinking, yeah, her pronunciation is really hard to, not really, a little hard to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, she can practice or she could do something more. But at the same time, for me, it's also really good that she is talking by herself. Because so far, uh, former president, not presidents, prime ministers in Japan,
Uh-huh.
maybe were talking in Japanese first, and then they were asking the interpreters, to do their jobs.
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah, this time, yeah, as the person who commented said, yeah, she was doing that by herself. So that's the good part, I guess. And in general, people say, "Oh, we don't need to care about our pronunciation. If we can speak fluently, fast, and then if we can have communication, that's okay." Some people say that, but I don't really like the two extreme opinions in many ways. Yeah, we shouldn't care about the pronunciation, or yeah, we should care about pronunciation uh, a lot. They are too
Right.
extreme to me. So,
Right,
in
right.
my opinion, I think it's important to have the balance. So, what I want to say for everyone is that perhaps Riley's comment might have sounded a little harsh, but I think that's the reality, as I said. And it's also important to focus on trying to make our pronunciation better and better. Although we shouldn't hesitate to say something or try speaking English. Yeah, that's what I want to say. So Riley also wants to come add something.
Yeah, I mean, I think uh what can I say? That her English, while it does have an accent, we would say, right? Her pronunciation is uh not native, certainly, right? But I could understand her.
Mm,
I would say that it wasn't like it wasn't difficult to understand her, but I did have to think a little bit about what
mm,
she was saying.
mm,
But yeah, I agree that, the fact that she's the Prime Minister of Japan and she's at some kind of conference, you said for ASEAN, right?
mm,
Uh, that she's there speaking in English to everybody. I think that is like admirable, right? That's
mm.
definitely a good thing for the Prime Minister of Japan to do. Um, and a few weeks ago or last week was it, when Donald Trump visited Japan, I think she probably spoke to him, directly, like
うん。
one on one, rather than using an interpreter, which is probably good for like her relationship with Donald
う
Trump. That
ん。
it's probably like politically a good thing that she can speak English to, other world leaders.
うん。Yeah, maybe Abe-san or other former Japanese prime ministers were talking in Japanese first. And yeah, sometimes maybe they were saying some basic words in English, but not like her. So yeah, as Riley said, it would have been better for us, for Japan, or for her, to be able to do it because she made a good relationship with Donald Trump by talking in her words, I guess. So yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, うんうん、そうですよね。Admiral, pronunciation is really hard.
it's a tough one.
Let me try it one more time.
Sure.
Admirable.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Can you type it?
Sure,
Can you,
sure.
yeah. うん。なんだっけ、ちょっと待って、言葉。admire の名
Yes.
詞、名詞じゃなくて、形容詞形ですね。称賛に値するみたいな。admire が、こう、感心するとかっていうことなんで、感心できる、称賛できるっていうような、形容詞ですね。そう、なので、今一個、ちょっとごめんなさい、急に記憶が飛んだ。なんだったっけ、今言ってたのが、そうそう、ドナルド・トランプ大統領とね、こう、会話をしていた時も、彼女は自分の言葉で会話をしてたでしょうから、ね、それはすごい良かったんじゃないかっていうところと、あとは、自分の言葉で、ASEAN のカンファレンスの時でも、カンファレンスもね、いい単語ですね。タイピングお願いしま
Yeah,
す。う
okay.
ん、その時も、こうやってたのが、やっぱそれはいいことですよね、と。で、まあ、ただやっぱり発音的にちょっとこう、考えなきゃいけないことがあって、これなんて言ってるのかな、みたいなね。そこはやっぱりあったけれども、っていうお話ですね。そう、なので、僕がさっき言ってたのが、こう、僕、こう、エクストリーム、極端な考え方が何事においてもあんま自分好みではなくて、なんかね、世の中とか、あるいは SNS とかって、こう、極端な考えな発言って多い気がするんですよね、個人的に。で、まあ、そうした方がね、なんかバズりやすかったりするっていうのもあるでしょうけど、そう、なんか最近専門家の人が言ってたのが、SNS ってネガティブなことをこう言った方が拡散されやすいみたいなことを言っていて、あ、本当そうだなと思って、なんかもういろんな人に見てもらうために、なんか批判とか文句とかコメント、そういう系のコメントをしてバズらせようとしてる人ってなんか多いなと思っちゃって、で、どうしてもやっぱそういう方が目にもつくし、キラキラのポジティブよりも、なんかそっちに人はね、向けがちじゃないですか。なので、僕はなんかそういう配信の仕方はしたくないから気をつけなきゃなと思うと同時に、やっぱりネットってそういう両極端なのが多いと思うんですよね。で、発音においても、例えばもう発音なんて気にしなくていい。まあ、これも僕は極端だと思うんですよね。ネガティブかポジティブかは分かんないんですけど、そう、発音をやらなきゃって言ってる人はおかしいみたいなね。で、発音なんていらないよ、伝わればいいっていう極端なバージョンと、その逆、発音がそんなに上手じゃない方を批判しまくって、発音はやっぱ汚いとダメ、発音は良くないといけないみたいな、こっちの極端が、まあ、この説明でうまく伝わるかなと思うんですけど、なんかこういうのじゃなくて、僕は発音の勉強もある程度大事と同時に気にしすぎるのも違うっていう。なので、学習者の方に今ね、このエピソードを通してお伝えしたかったのが、現実としてはね、harsh 厳しいので、やっぱ発音的にね、難しいと、こう、聞き取ってもらいにくいっていう現実はあるんですけれども、だからといって、こう頑張って自分の言葉で話すことを諦めてほしくないと同時に、もう伝わればいいでしょっていうふうに妥協してしまってはまたそれも違う気がするので、うまくねバランスを取ることが大事なんじゃないかなっていうのが、まあ、ここまであった会話ですよね。Yeah, so I want to share one more, harsh reality example.
Okay.
Yeah, you mentioned Trump, and I was gonna say that. I mean, talk about him as well.
Okay.
So in other countries, he was doing the Q&A session, And then maybe in France or in Saudi Arabia or yeah, in many countries. So it was a kind of
Okay.
short video where we can see how he responded to each interview words in each country. Then
Okay.
yeah, we were able to see many types of reactions of him. Then sorry, of his.
Yeah, of his.
Yeah. Then maybe a French interviewer said, "What were we doing?" or something like that with a strong accent.
Okay.
Then he suddenly said, "Oh, I can't understand. So next, please." So he didn't even try to listen to her.
Right.
Then yeah, in other countries too. Oh, sorry, I can't understand your English, so let me ask somebody else. And that person was trying one more time. Oh, I want to try one more time, but he said, "No, I don't want to listen anymore." So he was really harsh. So yeah, when I was
Yeah.
listening to your comment, yeah, the reality is really harsh. So sometimes there should be some people who don't want to listen or who don't even want to try to have communication with those people with a strong accent. What do you think?
All right.
Does that
I don't think
happen?
I mean maybe, but I don't think I was as harsh as Donald Trump
Yeah,
there.
I
I
know,
think
I know.
I
Yeah.
was kind of nice, but
Yeah, I
yes.
know. Because yeah, if you were in the situation, you wouldn't do that. And then yeah, in daily conversation, maybe not maybe for sure, you listen, carefully and patiently, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, yeah, I have lots of friends, not just Japanese friends, but I have French friends, Spanish friends, and stuff like that, and all of them have an accent when speaking
Mm,
English. And,
mm,
there's sometimes when I don't understand them the first time, and so I just ask them to say it again or whatever, like it's I think that's a common way to talk to people. I mean, even people who speak English natively, right?
mhm.
Sometimes some people's accents can be more difficult, or they say something in a way you haven't heard before, and you had to, hey, one more time, say that again, or whatever. So,
Mm,
yeah, whatever. I think that people should be, yeah, like trying to go along what you were saying about pronunciation. Like, it's not the most important thing in the world,
mm,
right? Or the most important thing when you're learning English, I think. But it is somewhat important to have like
mm,
a basic, like a baseline of pronunciation. And honestly, I think Takaichi is just about there. I think she probably is just about at that basic line where
mm,
if she's talking to someone in English, they can probably, I mean, they can
mm,
understand her.
mm,
Maybe every once in a while they'll have to ask, "Oh, can you say that one more time? Can you repeat that?" But that's okay. That's natural in a conversation.
mm, mm. Yeah, so in her case, it doesn't mean that no one can understand her English, but sometimes there are those people who speak English that doesn't sound or that doesn't even make sense in terms of pronunciation at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and
Yeah, I can give a Donald Trump example there actually. This was maybe a few years ago now. He
uh,
was talking to someone, I think in India, an Indian person was
mm,
talking to him,
mm,
and the person was speaking English,
mm,
but Trump asked for an interpreter to to, to explain what the guy was saying.
mm, mm, mm,
Like, I don't know if Trump didn't realize he was speaking English because he had that much trouble understanding him, or
mm,
yeah, I don't know, but that made the kind of rounds on the internet a little while
mm.
ago.
Yeah, in university, back in college, or yeah, I don't remember exactly when it was, but sometimes there are not native speakers, perhaps. Yeah, there are some foreign people who get irritated when, talking with Japanese people who have a strong accent. So that could happen. So what I want to say is, yeah, we have to try to improve our pronunciation, but yeah, it's not really good if we care about it too much. Yeah, that's why I said it's important to have the balance. っていうことですよね。そう、うん。 なんかね、こう、一個僕も、今回は、人生は厳しいぞっていう厳しい現実のね、例もちょっと出したかったので、harsh reality の例としてね、ちょうどなんか全然関係なく最近トランプ大統領の動画がなんかすごい流れてくることが多くて、僕のインスタにね、一個なんか見たからかもしれないんですけど、この政治関係のことでね。で、トランプがどうアクセントが強い、聞き取りにくい人に反応したかみたいな切り取りだったんですよ。で、いろんな国のバージョンがあって、フランスバージョン、まあ、それこそインドのバージョンもあったかもですね。いろんなバージョンがあって、なんかバーってインタビュアーの人が聞いてるんですけど、もうわかんないと思ったら、あ、もう聞き取れない。はい、次の人って、もうパサーって切るんですよね。まあ、フランスかどっかの人に対しては、I love your accent and I respect your culture みたいなことを言ってた国もあったんですけど、基本的にはもうわかんないから、はい、もう次って言って、で、国の人によっては、もう一回ちょっと聞いていいですかって言っても、あ、まあ、もうわかんない。君のアクセントはもうちょっと発音が聞き取れないからもういいです。みたいな感じで、結構バッサリだったんですよね。で、まあ、僕たちがする日常会話と、僕たちその大統領とかと会話するわけちゃいますからね。そこは別かもしれないんですけど、やっぱり、場面とか、それこそビジネスとかの場だったらそういう人多いかもなって今思ったんですけど、発音がね、ちょっとうまく相手に伝えられないと、バッサリ切る人もいるのも現実だと思うんですよね。まあ、だからさっき言っていた、ある程度やっぱり発音を意識すること、高市さんもね、含め、もしよかったら僕、高市さん、発音の練習一緒にさせていただきますよ。高市さんもし聞かれてたらっていう、ね、練習することも大事と思うと同時に、でも気にしすぎてはいけないっていう、このバランスってね、大事ですよね。で、人によっては irritated って言ってましたけど、なんかどこで見たかわかんないですけど、日本人のアクセントに、あ、なんかこの人イライラしてるな、聞き取れなくてっていうのを見るシーンもやっぱあったなとは思うので、そう、人によってはなんかね、そういうのがあるかもしれませんよね。なのでそこは注意しないといけないですよね。Yeah, so when I was listening to her pronunciation, I thought, yeah, she could have spoken more slowly. Like, yeah, she was trying to slow down, but like she was trying to connect words. Then I
Mm,
think that's why it was. I think that challenge made her English sound a little more hard to sorry, a little more difficult to understand. So
mm. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I thought she was already speaking quite slowly.
yeah, yeah.
So I thought if she went much more slowly, it might be, I don't know, even it might actually make it more difficult to understand, I think.
Um, yeah, but my point is like she could have separated the words like one by one, or sometimes yeah, she was speaking slowly, but uh, I don't have the script, so I can't try that.
Right.
But yeah,
I think
I think
her,
it's something like that. Trying to connect words.
yeah, I think her kind of the rhythm in the way that she was talking was a little bit odd. I think it
Mm,
was,
mm,
yeah, that I don't know if slow or fast is exactly, yeah, but maybe the way that she connected words, the
mm,
rhythm of her speech was, I think, in my opinion, the thing that made it the most difficult to understand. Not
mm,
even the I mentioned before, like the sounds that she made a mistake on, like the R's and L's and W's and V's and stuff like that,
mm,
but actually the rhythm of her speech, which unfortunately, I think that's like the hardest thing to
mm,
practice in English. Uh, but it also can be the most the most obvious thing when you're listening to an accent.
mm. Yeah, so overall, she was trying to speak slowly, but when she was trying to connect words, it was fast. Like, oh, thank you. I, yeah, thank you. I appreciate your support, and or something like that kind of rhythm. You know what I mean?
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I see what you-
yeah. I appreciate your support and as young compensation, and yeah, I can't try. I'm not speaking English. 英語すら喋ってない状態に今なってますけれども、ごめんなさい。プラスね、あの、I'm not mocking her. なんていうのかな、こう、彼女のその英語をこう嘲笑したくて今やってるのではなくて、 僕ね、その発音の本とかもこう一冊目書かせてもらった時に、一個僕が大切にしていることが、こう発音はなるべくこうクリアに早口にならないことって大事なんですよね。特に僕たち日本人が話すときって、こう、日本語のベースがやっぱあるので、日本語って音がタンタンタンタンタンタンって進んでいくので、やっぱこのベースで話しちゃうのでね。そういう意味で、ゆっくりちゃんと音を伸ばして、I think it's important こう、R で伸びるとかね、いろいろ伸びる場所ってあるんですけど、そう伸ばすこととゆっくりまず話すことって大事だと思うんですよね。で、高市さんの場合、全体的にはゆっくりなんですよ。で、典型的な日本人のなんか、I think it's important to なんとかみたいな感じではなく、I think、I really appreciate your support みたいな、伸びてるところはすごい伸びてるんですけど、今ライリーが言ったように、リズムがちょっと違うなっていうところがあって、無理になんか僕が思うのは、無理にくっつけようと、それこそリエゾンをしようとして、そこがなんかダララって、そこが早いんですよね。僕的にはそこをゆっくりつなげていった方が聞きやすいんだろうな。あるいはもうつなげずに単語を一単語一単語読んだ方がいいんだろうなって思っていたので、そう、高橋さん、もし聞かれてたら一緒に練習しましょう。そう、それくらい、なんか、無理につなげようとしなくていいと思うんですよね。Yeah, so that's what I want to say for all of you or for everybody, for us, for Japanese. We don't need to speak fast. We can slow down. And the most important part is to um, make our English make sense. So one of the things we could do could be we can pronounce words one by one. Of course, if you can connect words, that's okay. But if it's hard to do it, we can separate those words. Then little by little, if you get better, you can do that. But yeah, sometimes it's important to slow down. How about you? If you gave some advice to Takaichi-san, what would you say? Only for
Oh,
pronunciation, not her policy or something.
yeah, of course. Um, for her pronunciation, I wow. I mean, I think the easy things to kind of fix or improve
Mm,
would be, yeah, some of just those sounds, like the V sound,
mm,
stuff like that. Like she could probably get much better at that in, a week or
mm,
something. Just
mm,
one or two lessons, she could probably improve on that stuff.
mm,
The rhythm thing, yeah, speaking more slowly or separating words, that would be helpful, but yeah, to be honest, if she's going to do this, like speak at conferences, give big speeches in front of a lot of people live, then she might want to be able to speak more quickly while still
mm,
being understood.
mm.
Um, and that I think is more difficult to improve on, but uh, I don't know, listening, I don't, she's probably too busy to take English lessons,
Mm,
but
yeah.
if she's going to be speaking in English, it might be helpful for her.
うん。そうですよね。そう。もう一個がね、そのカンファレンスとか、クイックリーに話さなきゃいけないシチュエーションでっていうところもあると思うんですよね。だからその中では、比較的こう、I think みたいにちょっとスローダウンできる場所があるっていうのは、メンタル的に落ち着いてらっしゃったんだと個人的には思うんですよね。ついつい緊張して早くなったりね、しちゃうと思うので、そう、プラス、マラリが言ってたように、高市さんも今ね、眠れてないともおっしゃってたので、友達かって話やけど、そう、ネットで見ました。私、最近寝れてへんくてって、直接 LINE もらったわけちゃいますけどね。そう、ネットで見て、寝れてへん言うてはったから、そう、ね、こう、英語のレッスン受ける時間とかもないと思うんですけど、っていうね、なんかそこはね、難しいところですよね。そう。なので、頑張って。頑張ってください、さなえちゃん。さなえちゃん頑張って。怒られるわ、こんなこと言ったら。そう、
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for it, さなえちゃんって。そう。でも、高市さんはさ、one of the things I like about her is maybe she can understand jokes. So even if I say,
Yeah,
sa
yeah.
na e chan, yeah, go for it. Because she's a concept person too. So yeah, that's really nice. そう、そう、さなえちゃんは、そう、さなえちゃん関西人やからな。そう、ジョーク分かってくれはる方やなって、いろんなインタビュー見てて思うんですよね。そう、だから、さなえちゃんって言っても、はい、そうたちゃんみたいな感じで返してくれそうやなと思うから、そう、今、さなえちゃんって言っとこうかなと思いましたかね。Yes, そうやな。まだあと10 minutes ぐらいあるからどうしようか。So, Yeah. In your daily conversation, if
Yeah.
there are if there are some people who have a strong accent, like
Uh-huh.
honestly, do you sometimes have some parts you can't understand at all, and then but you don't say,
Ooh. Uh, huh.
like
But I wouldn't say that I don't.
mm, trying to
I
guess what the person is trying to say? You do that?
Well, probably at first. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely at first I would try to guess, try
mm,
to, you know, figure it out. But if I really don't understand them, then no, I would say, yeah, please say that again or something like that.
mm,
But
mm.
there are also times when I try to guess and I guess wrong. Like I think
Oh, mm,
probably they said this, and then I answer or I say something back to them and they're like, what? That's not what I'm talking about, right? So
mm,
yeah, but again, I think that's kind of natural and yeah, I think that's okay to happen in a conversation. Maybe
mm,
less in a business environment.
mm.
You want to, but at least in most of the situations that I'm in when I'm talking to people, it's usually fine to have those slight misunderstandings.
Mm-mm. Yeah, because I asked you because sometimes in general, lazy teachers or lazy people don't even try to listen or understand. And they're just saying, oh, nice, or that's cool. Yeah, your English is good. Although they didn't understand. I saw a lot of, native teachers before like that. Yeah, that's why I asked you. But in your case, you try to guess and then, yeah, you try to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I
Mm,
think at least as a teacher, I think that's pretty important, trying to understand what uh in this case the student is saying. And also I think it's important because then you can understand why they're making that mistake. Like whether it's, oh, they're thinking
mm,
about the Japanese grammar here, so they're mixing up the English grammar, and you can kind of figure that out and then understand what they're trying to say, but also help them, teach them how to say it
mm.
correctly in the future. So yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the most important things to do
Wow.
as a teacher is really try to understand what your students are trying to say and the reason why they're making mistakes.
Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Admirable as a teacher. はい、今日のエピソードは
いかがでしたでしょうか？
いかがでしたでしょうか。そう、ちょっとこの発音、最初ね、さっき言った時噛んじゃったので、もう一回トライも含め、そうね、先生としてもう称賛すべきだよねっていう admirable の単語で締めさせていただきましたが、そう、この発音難しくない？僕も実際言ってみてなんか、あんま使わん単語やけれども、そう、いざ言おうと思ったら、噛んじゃうって感じだったので、発音って結構ありますよね。知ってる単語でも、いざ読もうとしたら、なんか噛んじゃうみたいなのって、すごくあるなと思うので、僕もなるべくその発音っていうのはただ目で見るだけじゃなくて音読しておくことって大事っていつも言いますし僕自身も大切にしてるのでそう改めてこの単語言いづらいなと思ったのでまた感じたadmirable難しいこれすごい言いづらいんですけどはい皆さんもねなんか今回のエピソードから発音に関してあの何か刺激があったらなと思います。と同時に、やっぱりこれを聞いて、いや、私の発音って良くないから、話すのやっぱ嫌だなとかって絶対思ってほしくないなと思うんですよね。ただ、現実は時に厳しい時がありますので、ちゃんとそこに向き合って、良くしていこうっていう意識を持つことは大事ですよね。で、やっぱりもう妥協してもいいやと思ってる人と、いや、ちょっとでも良くしたいと思ってる人では、半年後、1年後のスキルの変化が絶対変わってくると思うので、発音に関しても、妥協しすぎずに、挑戦しつつ、でも気にしすぎずに、ね、向き合っていただけたらなと思いますので、どうかこのエピソードがネガティブに響かず、ポジティブに響くものになっていると嬉しいなと思います。僕は英語の素材調べていただくと、最近ね、画像でいろいろ英会話フレーズとか単語とかを解説するのを X とスレッズでやってますので、そちら見ていただいて、英語の素材調べていただくといろいろ出てきます。インスタとかね。で、Riley は Riley サラマ XE で調べてください。では皆さん、イベントのお申し込みもぜひお待ちしておりますので、楽しみにしてます。ご都合合わない方はまたどこかでお会いしましょう。では、また次回のエピソードでお会いしましょう。バイ。
バイ。